Welcome. We are going to take a look at BTC charts and see what it has done since yesterday. I'll try to go over them quickly because everything should be bullish, so it should not take too much time. But there are a lot of indicators to look at, so it will still take some time, but I try to make it as short as possible. Let's jump into the chart. Here is my disclaimer. I ask you to read through it if you haven't. And if you want, if you have questions or anything else, you can look at my services and look around on the website. And that's the English disclaimer. Let's look at the French disclaimer. So same thing, read through it if you haven't, and the German disclaimer in German. And now we go into the price. So Bitcoin went past 9K and it went up to 9.4K. And since then it has pulled back a little. So I'm going to take a look at the 30-minute chart and we go over TD sequential. So the 30-minute chart, is on a 4 up with confirmation. Yesterday we were at 8,825 and TD sequential was saying up. TD sequential was right because we are now at 9,042. So TD sequential was right yesterday. And now let's go over it to see what it is telling us for tomorrow. Today we are on a 4 up with confirmation. 4 up with confirmation on the 30-minute chart. On the 1 hour chart, we are on a 6 down with confirmation. 6 down with confirmation. On the 2 hour chart, we are on a 6 down with confirmation. On the 3 hour chart, we are on a 3 down with confirmation. So short term, we are looking at 3 downs with confirmation. So short term, we are down 3 out of 4. Down with confirmation. Short term. Now let's look at the intermediate term. Intermediate for me starts at 4 with the 4 hour chart. So the 4 hour chart is on a 2 down with confirmation. 2 down with confirmation. The 5 hour chart is on a 1 down without confirmation. The 6 hour chart is on a 2 up without confirmation. 2 up without confirmation. And you had the 9. The 9 was beautifully in the top, and then you went down. 8 hour chart. So you are looking for 2 more candles of down, and then the continuation of the trend on the 6 hour chart according to TD sequential. 8 hour chart, you're on a 5 up with confirmation. On the 10 hour chart, you're on a 5 up with confirmation. On the 12 hour chart, you're on a 2 up without confirmation. 2 up without confirmation. 15 hour chart, you are on a 5 up with confirmation. Let's take a look at the 12-hour chart because we had a 9 and now you're on the second candle. You did not have a confirmation for now, but the candle number 1 went higher than the candle number 9. So I don't expect much of the correction from that 9. I think it's a continuation 9. According to intermediate time frame, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up and 2 downs. So I give it an up with confirmation on 5 of them out of 7. So intermediate term, you're looking bullish. Now let's take a look at the long term. You are on a 5 up with confirmation on the daily. On the 2-day, you're on a 3 up with confirmation. On the 3-day, you're on a 1 up without confirmation. On the 4-day, you are on a 1 up without confirmation. On the 5-day, you're on a 2 up with confirmation. On the 6-day, you are on a 6 up with confirmation. On the 1 week, you are on a 1 up without confirmation, and we went higher than the 9. So it looks like a continuation 9. And the 2 week, you're on a 8 up with confirmation. The 3 week, you're on a 5 up with confirmation. The 1 month, you're on a 4 up with confirmation. And the 2 month, you're on a 1 up without confirmation. And the 3 month, you are also on a 1 up without confirmation. And the 4 month, you're on a 3 down without confirmation. So you have 12 out of 13 pointing up, and a lot of them are with confirmation. Not all, but a lot. So I give that a bullish. Long term it's showing up, intermediate term it's showing up, and short term it's showing down. So I'll give it an up. So I expect us tomorrow to be higher than 9,042. Now let's look at the next indicator. Those are my EMAs, and I'll just go, 2 hours extremely bullish, and up to 1 week we are bullish. So there's nothing to say about them. Let's jump into the next indicator, the SMAs. Here we are also bullish. We are still waiting for the golden cross. And if we get lucky, price should be attracted into it, which would be perfect at around 6K, would be a perfect level to get into phase 2. According to Elliott sequential, we are on phase 1, and from the phase 1 we should get a corrective phase 2, and then 5 more phases. So we are looking toward the next phase that brings us down. I'm not an expert at Elliott Waves, but I have looked somebody else up who trades with Elliott Waves, and it was quite compelling what he said. So he's expecting a correction, I'm expecting a correction, we are overbought. And here you have the golden cross coming up. Next, the first one is still, I cannot give it a flat anymore. Let's give it a positive. I gave it a flat until now, but let's give it a positive now. But however, the other twos are still down, so this is still a bearish chart. Here we have my Bollinger Band, and I'm just going to glance at, I mean, there's no point glancing at the 2 hour. Everything is positive. I mean, yeah, let's still glance at the 2 hour because maybe the 2 hour is not positive. Maybe. No, even the 2 hour is positive. So everything is positive. I mean, I can take a look at the 4 hour, but it will be positive too. So everything is positive. Okay. And then we are looking at stochastic, no, at MACD, I'm sorry, MACD. We are looking at MACD. So I'm going to take a look at the 2 hour chart. I think everything is positive now, but still, let's check. No, the 2 hour chart is negative on MACD. The 4 hour chart is negative. The 6 hour chart is positive. And from the 6 hour chart on, everything will be positive. So we can jump into the next indicator. I mean, I can take a look, but I'm sure everything will be positive. 1 day is positive. 1 week is positive. And 1 month is positive. So everything else is positive. Let's take a look at the next chart. This time we have the stochastic and Kaufman. So I expect Kaufman to be all positive, but maybe 2 hour isn't. No, the 2 hour is not positive. So 2 hour is negative. The 4 hour is positive, then the rest will be positive. Let's take a look at the stochastic. On the 2 hour, we are negative. Yesterday we were negative too, but then we still went up. 4 hour, we are negative. Yesterday we were flat. 6 hour, we are negative, pointing very hard down. After the 6 hour, let's look at the 1 day. We are still positive. Let's look at the 1 week. We are still negative. And the 1 month will be positive. Yes. Next, those are my candlestick patterns. So I'm going to take a look at the 1 day. It's positive at the 1 week. It's positive and the 1 month. Doesn't say anything, but it's not looking bad. So let's keep it a positive. Everything is positive. RSI band is positive on the 6 hours, so everything else will be positive. Let's jump into the next. Here we have those indicators, and they are all positive. I'm still expecting a correction because we touched twice here. And when you touch twice, you get a correction. Here was the last time we touched, and we did get a correction. So for now, I don't think we had the correction. No, we did not have the correction. So I'm still waiting for it. As you can see, maybe I put some red arrows on top so you can understand what I mean. Here are the red arrows. here you did get a top and we went down. I need to see. So yes, here you touched, we went down. You touched again a couple of times and we went down. You touched again a couple of times here. And here, the last touch was here. And you went down. You touched again here twice. I should not put my hand in front of my mouth if you want to hear me. So we touched again here. And we went down. Then where did we touch again? Here we touched next. 3 times. And we went down. And then we did not touch. Here we did not touch, but slightly. And the last time we touched was here. So every time we touched in the past, we went down. I'm expecting the same now. It was on that candle that we touched, in the candle before. Yeah, we touched. So the last 5 times we touched, we went down. So I'm expecting us to go down again. Let's see what it did before that. Here you have one more touch. And we went down. And the touch was here. And we went down. And here you had one more touch. And we went down. And here you touched a couple of times, but yes, we went down, so let's still put it up there. It's not as clear, but we went down. So when you get touches, you normally go down, huh? And I'm expecting that to be the case again, doing the touch we just had. We touched here. Actually, we touched the last time we touched on that candle. And we still haven't gone down. But I'm expecting us to go down. I mean, we can take a look at the 6 hour, but I expect everything to be bullish. So I don't find it very useful to look at the 6 hour. Let's still take a look. Everything is bullish, yes. Next. Here we take out the stop in reverse. I think that the bull market has started. On the 2 weeks we are above 2. Next. Here we have fractals, Williams and OXO. So fractals on the 6 hour is negative. On the 12 hour, we are still positive. On the 1 week, we are negative, and on the 1 month, we are positive. So you have 2 positive out of 4. And also, I expect everything to be positive, but let's take a look at the shorter. No, 6 hour is negative on OXO. 6 hour is negative, but the rest will be positive. Yes, that's the case. Next. Here, everything is positive. We are overbought, but everything is positive. On the 6 hour, everything is positive too. Maybe I should take a look at the 1 month just to see. You are overbought on percentage R. And when you're overbought, you normally go down, down, down. But here you stayed overbought for a long time. Now you're overbought. Well, anyways, it's still positive. Here we have the next indicators, which are candle body weighted, net force, and modified rate of change, and NVK intraday MAs. So I expect everything to be positive. On the 1 week, it's the case, and on the 6 hour, it will also be the case. I guess. No, it's not. And this one is negative. Next indicator, I'm not sure if it's still negative. Yesterday it was negative, but today, I guess it could be positive. And it is still negative, in my opinion. Next. Here we are all positive. On the 12 hour, but I should start, if I start with short time frames, I should start with the 6 hour. 6 hour, that one is negative. Yeah, on the everything else is positive. On the 12 hour, everything is positive. On the 1 week, this one is negative. And it's the composite momentum index. It's still negative. Next. Okay. And parabolic theta. Here we are on the 6 hour. So we are positive everywhere except RSI, which is negative. Uh, 6 hour. Then let's take a look at the 1 day. Everything is positive. And we had a high candle. And the 6 hour last candle was also high. Then let's take a look at the 1 week. Everything is positive and we have a high. Everything is positive and we have a high. Let's take a look at the 1 month. I've never looked at it, but I should maybe look at it. So we are positive on RSI. Yeah. Here RSI beautifully did give you the top. And it gave you the bottom here, which is quite impressive. And now it says that the bull market has started. So we are positive. Thought we could be overbought, but we are not on the 1 month. But we are on the 1 week. Next indicator. On the 6 hour, and no, the last one is not positive. Dynamic index is not positive, it's negative. And then let's take a look at the 12 hour. I just want to change the middle one into a yellow one, and let's make it thick. Yes, that's it. So on the 12 hour, we are everywhere positive. Yesterday there were a couple of negative, but today everything is positive. And then the rest will all be positive. Let's take a look at the 1 day. Actually, I've never looked at the 1 day, but I look at the 1 week. Let's take a look at the 1 week. We are the last one is negative. And let's take a look at the 1 month. First one is negative and the rest is positive. I mean, the second one is negative. Okay. Next indicator. We are positive on the 1 month and the 3 weeks. We are positive on strategy MACD. Let's look if the 6 hour is positive too. Yes, it's still positive. And then let's take a look at the volume, positive. And the 1 week is also extremely positive, I guess. Yes, it is. And then 1 week for the commodity. It's positive, and 6 hour is positive too. Okay, strategy. MACD and RSI tells me that we entered a bull market. Here we have one of my favorite indicators. We are still matching the green flash, but we had the first golden cross, and we should get the second golden cross. We are about to cross. Should cross very soon. And then we will be in the natural order, which is the green above the red, above the blue. But until now, we only went up, so we should correct to 6K, in my opinion. Here's the next indicator, and I've taken a look at it yesterday, and it puts you some arrows to see first when are good buying opportunities. So you buy in a bull market when you are close to the line. And here, let's say you did not know that the bull market started. If you took the green, well, then you were in. But if you did not know, a good moment to buy is here. Okay, and every time you're close to the line, and there are good opportunities to buy. Here, normally you don't buy because you're on the red. You're not sure that the bull market has ended, but if you believe that it still started, it's a good moment to buy. Every time you get close to the line, it's a good opportunity to buy. So I'm expecting the price to come close to the line again, and that would be a great opportunity to buy. And for the selling part, you should not buy when you're over the upper trend line, which is at 100. When you're higher than 100, a correction comes. Here you were higher than 100 and the correction came. Then you are higher than 100 here and the correction came. You are higher than 100 here and the correction came. And you were higher than 100 here and the correction came. So now we are higher again than 100 and I expect once more a correction. Everything else is positive. I mean, everything apart that we are overbought is positive on the weekly. Here we have down an Elliott wave and everything is positive. On the weekly, I normally look at the 6 hour too, or at least I did that yesterday. So let's take a look at 6 hours, still positive. And then we have a Bollinger Band. And here we are also positive and in a bull market. But some, I don't know if it happens this week. I mean, this week is over. So yes, we just started the new week. I don't know if it will happen this week or next week, but I'm expecting a correction. There should be a correction and normally should be even this week. And I expect that line not to hold. Because I expect us to go below 7K. I expect us to touch 6K. Next, here we are still negative because the arrow is pointing down, and I give it negative because we are still in the cloud. Here we are positive because the arrows are up. You have the circles above, which is positive, but we are in the cloud, which is negative. Here we are all positive. Here we are positive because the green line is above the red line, but we are in the cloud, which is negative. We are above the middle line. I mean, this trend line at 8,568. Next time is 10K. So we could go up to 10K before the correction. Is it likely? Is it possible? I mean, you are playing with fire. We need a correction. We went up in a straight line from here to here, and you always get correction. I mean, that's a correction. That's again a correction. Then you did not get because it was exuberance, FOMO. But here you had a correction. Here you had a correction. Here you had a correction. Here you had a small, tiny correction. Here you had a correction. Here you had a correction. So you always get correction. And for now, we did not get any correction. We just went up. So maybe we go to get 10K, I don't know, 10K 700 is next line. But we should get a correction. You do not just go up. Bitcoin corrects. It always did. And if we take a look at Oscar and NVT, NVT is still red and Oscar is positive. It's always positive, so everything else will be positive. Your stop loss now is higher. Your stop loss from Chandelier went up to 7,150 this week. It was lower last week. And if we look at the other one, which is the safe zone, so safe zone, you are still at around 7K for your stop loss. And this one is positive. Okay, so we have looked at all the indicators. Personally, I think we need a correction, and but maybe we go up to 10K before we get the correction. Who knows? Let's see. Anyways, thanks for watching this video, and see you maybe normally tomorrow.